What if I told you that every single day you're doing things that are secretly weakening your brain? Habits that are holding you back from being who you could truly be.
So, let me just ask you straight up. Are your daily habits slowly destroying your brain's potential? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the 5 biggest culprits that are silently sabotaging your mind. And look, we're not talking about some exotic disease here. The most dangerous part is that this isn't something that happens to you. It's you. It's your own habits, the things you do on autopilot that are quietly keeping you average.
So let's jump right in with what I like to call the 4 daily poisons. And yeah, I call them poisons for a reason. They're like a slow-acting toxin you're feeding your brain every day.
First up is something so common, I'm willing to bet you did it about 5 minutes ago.
That's right, constant phone scrolling. You might think, oh, it's just a harmless way to kill time, but believe me, it is so much more sinister than that.
See, every time you flick through a feed or watch a short little video, your brain gets this quick, easy hit of dopamine, and it gets addicted. Pretty soon, it loses all interest in stuff that actually takes effort, like deep thinking or being creative. You're basically rewiring your own brain to only want cheap, easy stimulation. And in the process, you're destroying your ability to focus.
Okay, so the second poison is this reflex we have to escape something we've somehow learned to fear.
And that's boredom. We just can't stand to be alone with our own thoughts anymore, can we? The second there's a quiet moment, our hand just instinctively reaches for the phone.
But you've got to understand this crucial point. Great ideas are born in those quiet spaces. When your mind is just allowed to wander, it starts connecting random thoughts and creating something totally new. By constantly distracting it, you're guaranteeing that you'll only ever be a consumer of other people's ideas, never the creator of your own.
All right, number 3 is a habit that's a little sneaky because it often pretends to be intelligence. And that's talking more and listening less. We have this idea that the person doing all the talking is the smartest person in the room, but in reality, it's the exact opposite.
I mean, look at this. The math is brutally simple. When you're speaking, you're just repeating things you already know. Your neural growth is literally 0. But when you are truly listening, your brain is firing on all cylinders, absorbing new info, making new connections. It's actually growing. The smartest people listen way more than they speak.
And the 4th daily poison is our natural instinct to just choose comfort.
By avoiding challenges. Look, it's human nature. We want to take the easy path, the one that feels comfortable. But comfort is the absolute enemy of growth.
Your brain is a muscle. That's not just a metaphor, it's true. It only gets stronger when you push it. So every single time you dodge a difficult task or run from a challenge, you are sending a direct message to your brain that says, you're not capable, you're weak. And over time, it starts to believe it. You literally become weaker.
Now, those 4 habits, they're bad enough, believe me. But there is one final habit, the ultimate brain killer, the one that ties all of them together.
And you really need to lean in for this one, because it is by far the most destructive. It's a habit so common that pretty much all of us are doing it every single day without even realizing the damage it's causing.
The ultimate brain killer is living in a state of constant distraction. Music, notifications, social media, trying to multitask. There is always something clawing for a piece of your attention.
And the end result of all this is a really terrifying condition, the shallow brain. This is a state where your mind gets so used to jumping from one little thing to the next that it physically loses the ability to do deep, focused work. It forgets how. And the consequences of a shallow brain? They're devastating. Your attention span is totally shot. You find you can't even focus for 10 minutes straight. You can't do the deep, meaningful work that's required to achieve anything significant in life. You are slowly but surely chipping away at the potential of the person you could have been.
But listen, it is not too late. Recognizing the problem just by watching this is the first giant step. So now, let's talk about what you can do to reclaim your brain and get back your potential.
Your action plan starts right now. First, take back control of your distractions. Turn off any notification that isn't absolutely essential. Second, let yourself be bored. Just put the phone down and let your mind wander. Third, make it a practice to listen more and speak less. Fourth, start seeking out challenges instead of running away. And finally, you have to put a hard limit on that mindless scrolling. These aren't just suggestions. Think of them as commands for a stronger mind.
So really, it all boils down to this one question. Will you control your habits, or will you let them continue to control you? In the end, that choice is entirely yours.